Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, welcome to 4 p.m. I'm Dean Stevenson, and we have a great ensemble for you today. I'm very excited, actually, for three very good reasons. If you've seen me here today at the piano or watching on the screen, you watch me writing new music. That's the pitch. I write new music every day, and these musicians don't know what I've done. So if you want to ask, what time do they see what I've written, the answer is now. So they're all having a look at, they've already touched, they're already writing notes on the page. There's a 4 p.m. drinking game. If you have a drink with you, if you have a drink, please choose a musician in the ensemble now, out of the 5. Give you a moment. Now you've chosen someone. When they touch their pencil, you have a drink. So there's 3 reasons I'm really excited. One is that I'm actually quite excited about today. And we'll play you the little melodies. There's little tiny melodies I've saved from other days and went, rather than just starting fresh, I want to keep that little guy and plant him in the day and start afresh. And I think it's going to be like proper Euro sad. I think today's music's going to be like Eurovision, not Eurovision, like European cinema sad. Like there's visions of men with silver stubble in double-breasted coats and women in black wailing over a coffin. I think that's what today's going to sound like. I have a feeling. The second reason is because there's a grand finale as well. We're having a second piece today, which is from last week, which has a special guest. We're going to play a great tango that I wrote last week because I want to hear it again. It's a festival, and why not? And the fourth reason is because this model I've been telling you about showing up, writing a new piece every day, presenting it to you, rehearsal, performance and all. I pitched the idea to Mona and they went, sure. And we started. Day 1 was naive. Day 13 was interesting. Day 20 actually was quite a profoundly different thing from wow, day 20 was great. Where'd that come from? There's been some good days and some bad ones, but today marks 450 days. Most of the pieces, most of the 450 are shit, and that's okay. It's okay. They're all just compost for the ones that are good. And today's probably going to be quite good. So please give your love to today's ensemble. Miranda, G1, Caleb, Martin, Stuart. Okay. Let's start building this piece that they don't know about yet. You'll see my score whiz by on that screen. If you can't see it, there's a paper copy here. If anyone wants to nerd out, don't take that home. My publishers will follow you home. They wear black and balaclavas. Right, now, there's some little melodies that I wanted to save, and I'm going to get the ensemble now to play the melodies to you so you can hear what it was I wanted to keep. Miranda, could you please play from the 3rd bar of D, just for a few bars. 3rd of D. And one more time from the same thing. Lovely. And so once I had that, I go, well, how do I fill it out? So let's go with cello, 3rd bar of D, just from the 3rd bar, just so I can hear.
So you got the first beat?
Yes. Marty's the 1st bar of first of the 3rd bar. Okay. Support there now. You can tell, you know what I mean by Italian, it's proper Europe death shit, isn't it? And now let's just play the first 2 bars of figure F, everyone, because I'm giving you a spoiler alert here how it goes. Everyone, F3. That's where it goes. So that's what I've been spending the day. I know, right? Yeah, it's hard. I wanted to be a rock musician. How the fuck did I get here? I don't know. Right, okay, so now you're going to hear the way it starts. So we're going to have that da 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 da, but the piece doesn't start with that. Woo. It doesn't start with that. It starts with something else because I had to go right up to that, which is another challenge altogether. So let's go from the top then. We won't get this hit too slow. Move it on a bit. Shallow. Yes. So that's good, yes. Pause. The little pause, just a little note before A. It's a kind of a pausey, it's a short pause. You can treat it as a pause.
Yeah, it's still a pause.
Yeah.
Upbeat into A, yeah.
It's group drink.
Everyone, they're touching their pencils. Drink, drink!
What happens at A?
I've just got crotchets.
Yeah.
I was probably moving them a bit.
Straight on?
Straight on A, yep. Use the tension. Together and there's that cello ostinato we heard before. Now the melody comes in proper. Everyone's in there. Oh, there. Who's crying yet? Fuck me. So I just want to point out for those who have arrived late and they're not going, why is this fun? Why is he stopping? Why is he talking? Let them play. The reason I'm stopping is to talk to you because they're touching their pen. Oh, they're not touching. Someone touch the pencils,
sorry.
please. Thank you. Drink. Okay. It's because this is a number 37. Hot chips. There we go. Is because this is new music. This is they're sight reading this for the first time. They're sight reading this. That was your cue. Yeah. So it's all new, and there you go. So we're making up as we go along. If anybody we can have a chat if you want to talk about the creative process, or ask Stuart how heavy his bass is, or or anything like that, or how big your car is to get that in,
2017.
and why you didn't choose flute. You know.
It's impressive, just to guess. Yeah, that's right. The big muscles.
Okay, that was very nice. Any questions, anybody?
Is the speed okay for you?
I think no slower, otherwise
Yeah.
it might get a bit muddy, mud stuck in the mud. Yes, but I think it's fairly tempo consistent across the piece, short of a few little exciting moments, but it's great. So now at letter H, we hear the viola has like a little counter melody that's going to go with ba-da-da-da-da. So if the viola can stand, stay on your seat. Sorry.
Sit?
Yes. So let's hear everyone at letter H. There's a little same kind of chords underneath, but there's a counter melody. Let's hear at letter H. And that little cello figure, da-da-da-da-da, is now going to a violin. So it's away from the bottom end and the violin has it, but a gentle pitch in the double bass. Here you go. H, E, O. Now the melody that the viola had now goes to the first violin and the cello. That bit there with that counter melody, I'd like you to come probably pianissimo. So I want the cello to really come out at I. It's a counter melody, but and I know it's probably harder not to play loud up high, but so right down. So go from I again. Yeah, you're up, you're down. Yeah, and I. Introduction melody back again, second violin. Swapping the melodies around, everyone gets a go. Now this moment's amazing. Every minor key has an equal major, so now we're going to the major. Still dead, but at least, you know. Viola. Second violin keeps it. This is proper tension now, because it's good. So that's now when G1's going to go, two bars have just descended. No. You can feel like the bow's being pulled back because we're going to hit like proper. We're going to hear at M, everyone comes in and we hear that counter melody in viola, the major melody in the first violin, and it gets all very, very big until the end. And now we're weeping. Everyone's crying. So let's go to, does anyone have any questions yet? Any problems, anybody? Questions about what we're doing? Someone just walked in and going, why you stopped? Why are you talking? Oh, there's a question. Yes. Do I work weekends? This. Do I take a break? My weekend's Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. I'm just at home in a hot tub. It's in the dark. Trying not to think about fucking music anymore. Yes, I do. Yes, I don't do this every single day because Mona shuts because I have to clean up your mess. Yes. Good. Right.
2 before M.
2 before M, lovely. Go to one. Everyone. So I mean, that's fucking amazing, circus freak level. So I made a deal with myself. The first 150 days of this installation, I repeated nothing. So I never carried anything over. Every piece was just compost and burnt and never to be. That's what that book's about. It's my diaries of 150 consecutive days in the museum, and all the live recordings you can see are through that book as well. But then we also made some best of stuff, you know, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, CDs, downloads, whatever you want, up at the shop. But then I decided for my own kind of mental safety, just to get the no, it's from a couple of weeks ago. I went, that's such a good thing. The rest of the piece was like, meh, but that's really cool. So to see that, to carry that across, to carry those good ideas across, is a great way to start and to not burn everything, but also to recognise my patterns. You know, like no, sounds like something else I've done, but that's okay. I can evolve myself out of that now and develop as an artist. But every day is fun. My whole provocation really about starting this was that if I show up every day and make mostly rubbish pieces, mostly shit things, which we all do in whatever our medium is, but you can put yours in the drawer or feed it to your rabbit or you know draw cock and balls on it and just do, you know, you can never show anyone. Whereas I made a deal to show everyone everything. And my provocation to you is, if you feel like you're a poet or a sketcher or a painter or a dancer or you play the guitar or whatever it is, don't wait for the ideas to come. Don't wait, because either you'll wait 6 months with nothing, or you're a guitarist and the idea comes to you when you're in traffic without your guitar, you know. So don't wait. Just show up and just make just days and days and days of nonsense, and then it will find you if you just show up. So that's what I thought I'd do. We're going to play. You don't need me now, do you? No. I'm going to sit down. So here we go. This is day 450. 450! All the pieces written here in this room, and I've called this one Winter Song because it's a winter festival. Here we go. Take it away. 454. Miranda, G1, Caleb, Martin, Stewart. They just did that. Incredible. All right. So that was the effort of day 450. Now there's a piece that was last weekend that I really liked as well, day 400 and something else, something stupid. Like I said, I'm not a classical guy at all, but sometimes I find myself writing things going, what, how the... Anyway, I wrote a tango, and I'm now going to introduce this very particularly special, wonderful guest, Randall Muir on the accordion. We're going to play last weekend's Sunday tango. Okay, all right. Move this over. Now, please keep in mind that I'm really quite pleased with this piece. Quite pleased with it. Also a bit of sight reading going on. Let's just get this shit together for the first time. One between there. Any questions, anybody? Yes? Have we played together before? Well, it's rare that these guys are pretty much in every day this weekend, and that's really rare. It's rare that it's the same ensemble 2 days in a row. Usually it's a string quartet, just 4, 2 violins, viola, cello, and there's a rotation, there's 25 or so on the rotation. They're busy people, so it's not often the same group twice in a row, but it's a festival weekend, so I just rang Randall this morning and said, "Are you free?" He's like fucking, he's got a cape under that, under the accordion. Accordion man! Like of all the things you want to be when you grow up. Yeah.
And there's always the bagpipes.
There's always the bagpipes, yeah. Yes. Now this piece begins with a very sultry viola line indeed. Caleb's looking at his part going, "Oh really, me? Oh yeah."
All right.
Yeah. The reason why I wanted to do it today is because we're in that Euro sad, wailing over coffins vibe. So I wanted to bring this in again.
Not as slow as you think, yeah.
Okay. Ready? Here we go. This is 446.
Shit. Just beat the first bar, that's good.
Randall Muir, Miranda, Jiwa, Caleb, Martin, Stewart. That's 450 days of 4 p.m. As I said. You want to come and talk about the recordings that we have, proper recordings, the book, anything else. There's a QR code over there for the Bandcamp. Nothing's on streaming, don't go looking for it, except Bandcamp doesn't exist. Streaming can get fucked. Have a lovely time. You're still here, you're all lovely. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much. Yay. Okay, we're done. We're going to go home and we're going to have a festival, so go away. Well, come and buy some shit. Come buy some merch. Okay, have a lovely time. Thank you.